In a significant move, the Education Ministry has ordered all states and union territories to cut cooking oil usage by 10% in midday meals under the Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman scheme. This directive follows growing health concerns over excessive oil consumption, which has been linked to obesity, heart disease, and lifestyle-related illnesses in children. To counter this, the ministry has urged schools to switch to healthier cooking methods like boiling, steaming, and roasting instead of deep frying. It's worth noting that India is one of the largest consumers of edible oil. My colleague Kritika is now joining us with more details on this move that has been taken by the Education Ministry to cut down on the usage of edible oil in the meals for school children. Kritika, over to you.
Well, yes, Anjali, this is in fact an advisory that was written by the Secretary of the Education Ministry. Now, the direction is to cut down oil consumption by 10%, and this is in light of earlier statements as well that have been made by Prime Minister Modi regarding the concern of obesity in children, and definitely the concern also in the excessive oil use in our cooking as a diaspora itself. Earlier as well on World Obesity Day, a Lancet report had come out which talked about how by 2021 half of the world was obese, was overweight, and even in the next 25 years we're looking at demographics as young as age 5 till 24 to also contribute to a large chunk of people who will be obese. Now, in order to tackle this at the root itself, the Education Ministry has advised all education departments of different states to ensure that healthier cooking methodologies are adopted, specifically in the preparation of meals that are provided by schools itself. More than that, in furtherance of this advisory, what has also been noted is that to ensure that again all these cooking practices which are on the healthier side are abided by even in school canteens, and there should be a crackdown on junk food that is offered. What is also being discussed is how awareness campaigns where students can themselves also be involved in understanding how cooking works and how measuring of oil is a very important component to combat obesity. This can be inculcated from a very young age. In fact, teachers are also being advised to look out for signs for obesity in children and then consult with their parents on healthier eating habits, on portion controls, as well as on exercise. Now, remember, doctors have also said that exercise is something that cannot be done during the entire course of the day, and that is why your diet, your eating habits is a big part of how obesity can be challenged. And specifically now, with obesity also emerging as a medical concern, it is in fact coming at quite a crucial stage wherein cutting down of oil and specifically cooking methods that are very oil intensive, such as deep frying, is now being looked down upon. Alternatives are being explored, and this in tandem and not in supplementation with healthier practices like yoga will also be now promoted in these schools. Over to you, Anjali.
All right, Kritika, thank you for getting us those details. And